Good evening and welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for April 1st, 2021. I call the meeting to order. Prayer and salute to the flag. Supervisor Schneider will lead us in prayer.
Bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community and help all your people. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Lori.
Maloney,
Here.
Snyder,
Here.
Vieira,
Present.
Wagner,
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Okay, this time we have citizen comment, but no citizens this evening, so move on to the approval of the minutes. Approval of minutes for the March 4th, 2021 regular meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Approval of the minutes for the March 16th, 2021 special meeting regarding intermunicipal liquor license transfer. All
So moved.
Motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Finances, motion to direct treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
So moved.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to ratify payroll for the employees from February 28th, 2021 through March 27th, 2021, and the supervisor's pay.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. No correspondence, Lawyer? Okay, thank you. I'll move right along. Randy, police report, Chief Detzel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, everyone. What I have in front of me tonight is the Vernon Township Police Department's March 2021 report. For the month of March, we received 157 calls for service, bringing our yearly total to date to 397. We had 10 motor vehicle accidents. We had 12 traffic stops for violations. We issued 4 citations and 8 warnings. We assisted with non-traffic issues to citizens on 2 different occasions. We had 1 ordinance violation. We didn't have a lot of court last month. We attended 1 court hearing at District Court, Lincoln Zillhaber, the judge over here on Route 19. That was a criminal case. We traveled a total of 2,478 miles on patrol. And I have just a few things to mention. One of them is, of course, the weather started to get nice. Watch for the kids, because we're starting to see the kids out playing. This is just, I think, April schools, and this is a short-lived, hopefully one-day event here with the snow, but we don't really pay attention to today. But anyway, we want to watch out for the children. The other thing going on is we got scams that are doing well again. We've got folks calling, and I want to tell everybody that if you get a number that shows up and it looks like a Meadville number, before you get all upset with the caller, somehow they're getting local people's phone numbers and they're calling, and these folks they're out of the country and they're somehow getting the phone number. I don't know how, and they're calling folks. We had one this week. A gentleman came into one of our local residents and they wanted him to get $8,000 out of the bank because his grandson was in a terrible accident down in Philadelphia, and the police arrested him. He had to get the money, and there was absolutely no truth to it whatsoever. They were out of Albany, New York. I called, talked to the Albany police. They've been getting calls. The gal up here told me he had 37 calls in one day. So the scams are well, they're doing fine. Anybody has any questions whatsoever, before you give anybody any money, any pertinent information, please give us a call. We're more than happy to look into it for you. And other than that, just on behalf of myself and the police department, I want to wish everybody a happy and safe Easter. That's my report.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Any questions for Chief?
No, sir.
Roundabout?
It's there.
Going around and
It's
around?
there.
Okay.
Everybody's going around and around. Yep.
Seems to be good with me. So
Yep.
just had to ask. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, moving right along to road report, Rod Zarembinski, Roadmaster.
Thank you, Chairman Maloney. Good evening, Supervisors. Month of March, we salted roads one day for winter maintenance. Checked roads after wind and rainstorm. We had a lot of storms here this month on the 1st, the 12th, the 15th, 19th, 26th, and 29th. Cleaned up a lot of downed trees and limbs, some big ones on West Vernon, some on Williams, Hank Street, and Cotton Road. Patched potholes for 3 days. We cleaned up the plow scuffs at the intersections. Spread gravel around the road planer on the gravel roads for 6 days. Ditch cleaning on West Vernon, Cotton, and Keyboard Hill roads. Installed a new driveway pipe on Cotton Road by the golf course. Repaired berms on Cutter Road and Cotton Road by the S-curve. Boom mowed brush on South Watson and on West Vernon Road. Installed the hand sanitizer stations and set picnic tables up at the Roche Park area. Your equipment maintenance, truck 2 replaced wipers, repaired the plow cylinder hydraulic leak. On truck 5, engine oil plug, the ABS brake alarm sensor, a new water pump and fan blades. Truck 15, painted the plow, deflectors, changed tires and painted rims. On truck 6, painted rear rims and repaired the rear dump bed grease fittings. Truck 20, painted the plow and greased. JCB backhoe is greased. The John Deere boom mower tractor changed oils, filters, and greased. Cleanup day is May 8th from 7 to 3. We have a flagger training set on the 28th of this month. Our crack sealing project starts on the 26th, roughly through May 7th, weather permitting. I'd like to thank the guys from our road department, Scott Walters and Bob Weimer, Larry Lambert, and Kevin Grinnell for a great job plowing this season. Everybody worked hard and nobody came down sick at all this winter, so glad to announce that. And for myself and the road department, to wish everybody a happy Easter.
Thank you. Any questions?
I agree. The road department did a really great job this winter.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, it was, never knew what you're gonna get, but the road department was always ready.
For sure. Okay, great, thank you. So can we get a motion to award the 2021 liquid fuels paving project to Lindy Paving in the amount of $383,655.50, and that is the core project plus options A through D.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. And I think you're going to cover that in your report, probably, Rob?
Yeah, I can cover that in my report.
Okay. You're up, Rob.
All right. Good evening, everyone. March was a busy month for Vernon Township. For zoning, we have a subdivision before you for approval tonight. It'd be the Vernon Ridge subdivision, which is located on Kevin Drive. The owner of those current 5 lots is going to turn them into 3. We continue to correspond with multiple developers about potential projects in the township, which should mean continued growth in the township. On the administrative side of things, the latest federal aid package related to COVID-19, we are allocated to receive over $530,000 in funding. We will receive half of this in the next 2 months and the other half 1 year from now. Right now, there are more questions than answers as far as how this money can be spent. I've attended webinar meetings hosted by PSATs on this matter, and we await further clarification from the Treasury Department. I will say we're in a fortunate position receiving such a large sum. We have the opportunity to hopefully make a monumental impact on the township, and with careful thought and consideration of how we allocate this money, I'm sure we'll be able to do that. For the roads, I've been working with the robotics to have everything ready for the analysis of our road system. They're finishing up some GSI and mapping on their end, and we're hopeful, weather permitting, to do the scan of the roads next week, and the data should be available roughly a month after the scan is finished. For the paving project that we just approved, the core work consists of Cutter, Brooks, Culver, and Baco roads, approximately 2.78 miles. And our options include line painting on Brooks, Dean Peninsula, and a small section of Turner Alley, which is a total of 0.32 miles, Elk Street, which is 0.15 miles. Patricia Drive inside of Roach Park, which is 0.28 miles. All told, this is approximately 3.53 miles of road. So it's a pretty big project. If you look at it over a percentage of our total amount of roads, I mean, if we continue to do about 3.5 miles a year, it'd take us about 13 years to get around the township. You hope to get 10 to 15 years out of your pavement, so I think we're on track to keep up with our paving. I'm happy to report our parks have been busy with the early spring weather that we've received. Soon baseball and softball will begin, as well as shelter rentals at the parks. We have some projects planned at these locations that we hope to get started on soon. And finally, I'm happy to report too, the township offices have been updated with new flooring and painting. I'd like to thank Folks Flooring and Fuller Building Group for the excellent jobs they both did. We will continue to work on the building throughout the summer as we're in the final stages of the ADA design project and the roof project, which you guys will be putting out for bid tonight. We're lucky to have such a nice municipal building, and as it approaches 50 years old, we plan to continue to upgrade it so it lasts another 50 years. And that's my report for tonight.
Okay, very good, thank you. Any questions for Rob? So Roach Park is all lined up with the porta pots?
Yeah, there's a few porta potties there now. We'll increase those as the use dictates. And the dumpsters will be there soon. So, I mean, really, we've been blessed with some great weather. You know, the end of March, I mean, for a couple of days, it was approaching 70 degrees. The parks have been very busy. That's why we kind of got the porta potties down there a little earlier than what we usually would ever open the restrooms. I mean, usually middle of April is kind of our start date, and I mean, it's been busy since the middle of March, so, which is good. Good to see it getting used.
Have you been in contact with the people that are mowing it?
They're set to start in the middle of April is when they start. They run middle of April through middle of October is when they run.
Sounds great. Okay. Any other questions for Rob? No. Next, engineers report, Ashley Porter.
County Supervisors, reiterate what Rob had said, we're receiving a lot of inquiries for development along the corridor. As of today, we received a half dozen just this last month on new projects. We're excited if some of those come to fruition. We will be bringing to the supervisors next month the Vernon Place Road Improvements Project, Infrastructure Improvements Project for approval, and the Smucker's Ainsworth Project should be underway shortly. So we anticipate a lot of work in the township going on this year, in addition to the work that will be done on the township building. Looks like an exciting construction season coming up.
Yes. Any questions for Ashley?
No.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, can we get a motion to approve the Vernon Ridge subdivision?
I'll make that motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. And the motion to approve the small flow sewage treatment facility at 10171 Kreider Road.
So, second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That will be resolution 2021-11. Solicitor report, Jeff Millen.
You have a motion under Ashley.
Roof project.
Oh, the roof project. I'm sorry, I missed that one. Thank you. Motion to direct PCE to advertise for the 2021 Vernon Township Municipal Building Roof Project.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you. We're all caught up now. Thank you. Your turn, Jeff, solicitor report.
I'll be brief as usual. It looks like most of my report's going to be covered by the new business anyway. Continue to work with Ashley and Rob on the Smucker's project and follow up on that with regard to the vacation of the streets and the sales of those lots, which are all part of the new business. That's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Any questions for Jeff, Sidney?
Before you move on to the next thing, I would just note that the next motion should only include the advertisements for, you want me to just indicate the ID parcels?
Yeah.
The parcel ID 6511-049, 6511-059, 6511-065, and 6507-094-4.
So four parcels altogether.
Correct. Yeah, the other three parcels came in under the appropriate number with the appraisals.
Okay, so that was 4959 and 65.
Correct.
Also 94 for.
94.
The last one.
And the last one, yes.
94 4 is included.
Correct.
So 60, 61 and 66 are out?
Correct.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Need a motion?
Well, any other, questions for Jeff? No? So at this time, we'll have the motion to advertise for sealed bids for the sale of township lots known as tax ID parcels 651, well, Jeff went over that, 4950.
As per the direction of the solicitor?
As per the direction of the solicitor, will motion advertise.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Okay. Motion to advertise special meeting for bid openings for township lots and awarding on April 22nd, 2021.
So moved?
Second.
Motion and a second.
We should make, that's going to be at 4:30, is that correct?
Correct, 4:30. Thank you, Joe. So I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to advertise public hearing for the 2021 CDBG first hearing. That would also be April 22nd, following the first meeting.
So
I'll make
moved.
that motion.
Motion,
Second.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to advertise public hearing for vacating the streets ordinance 2021-02, also for April 22nd, 2021, following the meeting for the public hearing.
Make that
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to advertise public hearing for dangerous structures at 14592 West Vernon Road.
So moved?
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That will also be April 22nd, 2021, following the public hearing for the vacating of streets. Motion to approve Resolution 2021-09, the 2020 Crawford County Hazard Mitigation Plan.
So moved?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to approve Resolution 2021-10, Vernon Township Supervisors Community Development Block Grant Revision.
So moved.
Motion?
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion to approve redesign of the township website by Star Marketing at a cost of $3,240.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to advertise truck 6 on municipal bid with the plow and wing. That's an international
So moved.
motion.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Moving on to old business. Motion to approve U.S. Municipal to upfit the 2020 International in the amount of $44,783.42.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to approve the purchase of Glad Hill snowplow for the 2021 International
2022.
2022, thank you. Snowplow for the 2022 International at a cost of $14,671.06 from Sigworth Road Supply.
Make a
Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Question though. Does that figure for those above items reflect that change we made?
Yeah, there was a change in price in the quotes from the last meeting.
But
So,
that figure reflects that change?
yes.
Thank you.
So we all approved, no one opposed? Anyone opposed? Thank you. Okay, a lot of meetings coming up here, but all in one day, so that works out. Upcoming meetings, April 22nd at 4:30, we'll have the special meeting with the bid opening and award, followed by public hearing for the 2021 CDBG first hearing, followed by the public hearing for vacating streets ordinance 2021-02, and public hearing for dangerous structure at 14592 West Vernon Road. Then on May 5th, we will have the Supervisors work session at 6:30, followed by the Township Supervisors regular meeting at 7:30. So, at this time, we'll have Supervisors comments. Start with you, Joe.
I think I'd just like to wish everybody a happy Easter and thank everybody here for the job that they do on these meetings and how well they flow together and how cooperative everybody is. It really takes a team effort to make this as successful as it is.
Thank you, Joe. Gary?
I could echo Mr. Byers, because we do have some really great employees who contribute very, very well and get along well. And I hope everybody has a really nice Easter. I hope the weather is good. And be safe out there. Like the chief said, the kids are out running around now. So be safe and have a good Easter. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Fritz, welcome back.
Thank you.
In person.
In person. No, it's good to be back. Not with the weather we're having though. But no, the same thing. Just everybody have a nice Easter weekend coming up, and hopefully the weather will get back to what you've been having the last couple of weeks. That's all.
Greg?
I really don't have a whole lot, just everybody have a happy Easter, and hopefully the April Fool's weather will subside pretty quick. Lots of snow, this is Pennsylvania, wait 10 minutes, the weather will change again and again. That's all I've got.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's hard to believe Easter's here already. That's kind of when things turn around weather-wise and everything for us. So I see the grass is growing. We'll be mowing here before we know it. And just be careful out there. Remember, winter's not over. Even if there's not snow on the ground, sometimes the bridges will freeze. And just be careful. So that, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Meeting adjourned.